Trip, can you hear me? Welcome to the stream. We're having some problems with it not actually working for a little bit, but we are here. Qualifying's about to end. Cad's got into the 202s, which I saw him doing earlier. Matt don't care, 203.1. He was also in the 202s earlier. SMP 3 Pro third, fourth Uncle Babby. Race is about to start, so we've got a few guys that are still coming over the line at the back, the late finishers. Ginelli's one, he moves up from 10th up to 10th. We've got guys in the pits, JWO's in the pool. Fast Ross, how's it going? Yeah. Hope everyone had a good race. Didn't bin it with a lap and a half to go like I did. Well, I didn't bin it, I clipped the wall and got damage. My third place became a fifth place. But it was always good fun racing guys like CA Tenny and Yasteel. Mr. Pace, welcome. We're about to start. SNS Sean, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you got a top 4 so we can see you back in pool 1 next week. Yeah, give us your predictions. We've got 15 seconds left before the race starts. Let us know how your race went, what's happening. Basically anything you want to say. Nice Tribs. .8:05 and it is race time. Fast Ross, it was eventful. Yeah. I did 17.5 laps without a mistake chasing the fast guys. One little slip up thinking I actually got into third, and then I ran wide with my Cook tyres. I was thinking how to get back into third down the back straight, and I just totally forgot that I was going over the hill and clipped the wall. Did half the race with damage. Might have been better to pit, but top 4 is the top 4. That's all that counts. And away we go. Pink Sam, Pink Bulls, they are first and second. We've got one in 4th, one in 6th, one in 8th. So lots of pink on track. SMP in his 1990 Benetton colours, rocking out in 3rd. 5th place we got Lequera. Trivs, I can't read all of it, but I can see the dark part. Definitely, imagine this track had rain. You know how much fun I could have with it. Nighttime race in Bathurst with rain. So we got Cad's leading, Matt don't care is not caring in 2nd place. SMP 3 Pro 3rd, Uncle Babby still 4th, Steel Sam 5th. We've got quite a bit of chaos here. We're going to ride on board. Lequera's dropped from 5th, was he 5th, 6th? Anyway, Rusty's ahead of Lequera. Rusty also been a high downforce guy. Lequera touches a wall, but you can't pass through here. True's in 8th, D-Man 9th, JWO, Mr. Arrive and Drive in 10th place. A small bit of rubber banding there with Lequera, but no, everyone gets through alright. Big slide from him. D-Man, JWO, Ginelli in his all white livery. Got Sirius Sam in 12th, JP Laser in 13th. Mr. DNG, someone I'd expect to be in the top 5, sitting in 14th at the moment. We're looking at certificates this week. Mr. DNG was one of our most improved drivers last year. Since then he's been pool one all the way, so let's see what's happening. Top two just opened a second gap from S&P. They're doing some nice SAM teamwork. We've got a nice little pack fourth down. Shaz balls rooting for the SAM guys. The only driver we're missing tonight, unfortunately, is SNS Steve. I'd root for the underdog if Steve was here because he's got a good name, but unfortunately he had work, so that's why we only have 14 drivers. We've got Rusty currently in the middle of a SAM sandwich. We've got a nice little move there by Laquera up the inside in 7th, taking 7th back. And yeah, I think like SNS Sean said, you don't want damage here. I just clipped the front right and it cost me 2.5 seconds a lap. For the lap and a half I did it, drove with it. I think I was about 20 k's an hour down on the main straight, which is where most of the time was lost. You just can't even defend. My favourite part of the track, let off, take that little left right and then back on the brakes for the chicane section, down through the hill. And then up towards Forest Elbow. Good exit out this corner is super important because it makes you time all the way down the straight. Looking behind Sarah Sam's up to 11th now. Just jump through the field a little bit. Mr. DNG is up to still in 14th, but he's looking to make a move on Janelli. Janelli defends one way. Mr. DNG is not going to go for that late move. Thought he might. I see Janelli's on mediums. Has anyone else gone mediums? Everyone else is on the racing soft, so brave strategy by Mr. Ali. Stings, how's it? How did your race go? Hope you had a good time. Serious pace, Monday. What's happening? Our leaders are still running in formation. Gap stayed the same, 1.3 to S&P 3 Pro. So your top three breaking away a little bit. Uncle Baby is now 1.5 seconds behind. He's opened up half a second on Steel Sam. Rusty's now 6. 1.58 ahead of Laquera. JOO's now up to 8th, moving along nicely. Trues must have had a small incident there. Sam 10th place. Josh, good evening. Probably one of my favourite tracks to drive, this little section over the top. It's so much fun when you get it right in the GR3, GR1, 2. This little section you could just keep flat with the Red Bull. Obviously JOO's got a 1 second penalty, so I had to turn the track limits down. When you come through the downhill section, that little left kink, you can actually cut and get a penalty, which is a little bit unfair because there's a wall on either side. So I mean, if you don't hit the wall, well done to you. You shouldn't get a penalty, but yeah. Sting says if I could rate a 9.9, there could have been more speed in her competition. I'm not sure. Oh, you mean the Red Bull competition here? With 450 million k's an hour through the cuttings. These guys after 3 laps are only 8 seconds off the lead. Obviously you already have 5 seconds further back. Rusty currently with the fastest lap, 202.7. We've got D-Man, JP, Laser, Laquera. Sam's got up to 8th. he's bump drafting Truce here, trying to get him to do a little bit of work together and catch the guys in front because there's a 4-second gap to the next pack. Who's you? How's it going? Josh and Shaw tried my best to catch up. Sorry, cut off there. For some reason I cut some messages off. So Rusty and Steel Sam going through sunset as the sun's about to set. I don't know about you guys, but I still, 3 years later, coming down the back straight once the sun's gone down and you've got the stars coming out, appreciate the graphics that went into this game. Stream Elements just reminding me, shout out to the sponsors, thanks Kalen. It's our guys over at Rhino Utilities, TGN Racing Simulators, Right Recruitment and Track Art. So I see we've been having some fun with the Right Recruitment livery contests. Fast Ross, tell us where's your Audi that you won on the Rhino Utility Lucky Draw. And then 2 races time after this we'll be giving away a TGN racing rig. Rusty runs a little deep there in his battle with Steel Sam, loses a place and a bit of time. So we've got a Sam 1-2 and then a Uncle Babby 4th and a little bit of distance to Steel Sam in 5th. Right on board with Matt Duncare. S&P's closed right up on these two. They're both mid 203s last time, S&P 202.8, so S&P back in the slipstream. It's actually only 3/10 behind now. Cads is 6/10 ahead of Matt Duncare, but Matt is carrying right now with S&P right on his tail. And they've got Uncle Babby's not too far behind, he's within 1.4, so closing up a little bit at the front into slipstream train. I'd say DRS train, but we don't have DRS on these cars. Just riding on board with Matt Duncare. Jump back to S&P. S&P is going to be in good position here to maybe even make a slipstream pass. You need to be within about 3/10. Cads has got a second gap, so he should have, or Matt should be out the slipstream, which will benefit S&P, but I don't think he's quite close enough yet. You'll have to get a really good exit on this last turn. Matt goes deep though, so here we go. There's Josh showing on the VR, you can spot the constellations. Admin's still waiting for a VR sponsorship if anyone feels like donating me one. S&P looks, doesn't go for it, just not close enough. As that extra tenth or two that I mentioned, there's just under half a second. You need to be about 3/10 back. Glad you think you're enjoying your Audi, Mr. Ross. It is beautiful. I'm still going to come steal it one day. I was so tempted to find another prize and keep that, but S&P looking at the inside, doesn't go for it. Better to wait and try at the end of the straight. Cads now has a 2-second lead. You see S&P's tyres are slightly better, but not much difference. Top four close together, then a small gap, 2 seconds back to Steel Sam. Rusty's closing back in on him after his little incident earlier. Serious Sam's now up into 7th place to a 2.9 last time around, so he has been serious about this race, pretty about the qualifying. Same with Uncle Babby, let's see where he is. JOO's had an incident, he's quite far back. Where's Uncle Babby? He's in 4th place. How did that happen? And I thought, wasn't even paying attention. Oh, sorry, he's been in 4th. I'm thinking of DNG. Can tell I'm tired. DNG is up into 12th. It's ahead of Gianelli now. Gianelli on the mediums, which are still nice and solid, and he's doing good lap times, 2:03.8 on mediums. That strategy there, you might want to go to lap 12, 13 and then push really hard on softs at the end. I think I'd rather just go soft though. He's getting sucked along in the pack there with the last cars all close together. I saw someone up front making a move. True looking on the outside of Lequero. Does he make it? Nope, backs out. Let's see further back. We've got D-Man looking, one of the Mr. DMG. Runs out of space and is going to lose a couple of places there. We try to fight side by side. Oh, he didn't. Lost the place to Jay and Gianelli. So we're already 6 laps down. We'll go back to the lead. CAD's now 2.8 ahead, but we can see S&P has got up to second. Matt Duncare is still not carrying, but he's in third place. He's got Uncle Babby, another same teammate behind. Now S&P CAD's into the 2 minutes 9 last time around. The other guys were all in the 2:03s. Obviously S&P and Matt were battling. That's let Uncle Babby get right onto their back. So we've got a 3-way fight for second currently. All fairly similar fuel and tyres, so straight shootout. You can see the lights are coming on and the sun's dipping behind the horizon, so the darkness isn't too far away. Uncle Babby's lost a bit of time there. Still Sam's now right behind him. Rusty's slowing in there, so we've got the top 6 within 6 seconds, 6.6 after 6.5 laps. And we've got 4 seconds back to Serious Sam. He's opened up 1.6 on Lequero. True's dropped to 9th place. JP Laser 10th. Mr. DNG is now in 11th. JWO 12th. Gianelli 13th. And D-Man 14th after he's all tripped across the gravel just now, but he's fighting at the back here. So the last 3 finishes tonight will be relegated because we have one driver missing. As I said earlier, that was SNS Steve. Here we go, Matt Duncare looking for a way back past S&P. He takes the inside line, riding the curb, very aggressive. Manages not to lose it though. S&P must have made a little mistake. The Matt goes wide, as I say, mistake, clips the wall. He's got right front damage now. That's not going to be ideal for Matt. Uncle Babby is right behind him now. Still Sam's right behind Uncle Babby. So we've got Sam first, then 3rd, 4th, 5th. Fortunately for Matt, there's not too many laps to go with that damage, but we'll see how it slows him down on the straight. Warren, not sure what you're laughing at, me or someone say something, but welcome to the chat, nice to see you. Oh, Uncle Babby hits the wall now. No damage, but he does lose the place to Steel Sam. So night's coming and the guy's eyes are taking a bit of adjustment. We can see a starry southern hemisphere sky behind us. The helicopter's still flying, so he must have a nighttime rating. S&P is now 3.3 behind CADS, but he has made a small gap on Matt Duncare. Matt's going to be battling. You can see just missed it. We'll right on board and see what his top end is. Matt's going for the early pit stop to get rid of the damage. It's a good call. He's going to have to really push, and he's also going to have to hope he doesn't get stuck in any traffic here. Kalen says if Cad wins, that's one hand on the trophy. He has had a couple wins already, so with the best 8 counting, if you get 5-6 wins, you're going to be hard to beat. Matt Dunca's in the pits. He's also going to have to run 11 laps on this last stint, so he's going to be running heavy with fuel, but the alternative was that damage, which he's had to fix now. And he got the 3-second cutting pit lane penalty, which is definitely not going to help him. Cad's 3.5 seconds ahead of S&P, who's 2.2 ahead of Uncle Babby, who's got back ahead of Steel Sam. Steel Sam had an incident there. He ran a 2:04.5 last lap, 2:05.4 for Uncle Babby, so after getting past he must have made his own incident. Top 2 have broken away a little bit, 5.6 from 3rd to 1st. Steel Sam's got Rusty just behind him, Serious Sam in 5th, True 7th, Aquera 8th, DNG's up to 9th now, JP Laser 10th, JWO 11th, Junelli 12th, B-Man 13th, and Matt Don't Care, not caring about his 3-second penalty, in 14th place. Others obviously still needing to pit. Matt's got rid of his damage, so once he serves this penalty, let's see the recovery. I think we're still going to see him get into the top 10. Well, the gap at the front's closed down a bit, 2.6. So Matt's made a small error there. S&P seems to be flying. Gap's still 5.7 first to third, so I think it's just S&P had a slightly better lap. 204.1, 203.7. So made up 4 tenths, but the gap's gone back up a little bit. Serious Sam into the pits. He's calling it after 9 laps. We're going to do a 9-10 split. Try and go for an undercut possibly. Okay, then we're back to the 3rd place battle. Steel Sam, Uncle Babby. Steel Sam with a little bit more fuel, which might help him at the pit stop. Rusty 2.3 behind. True's just ahead of Mr. DNG and Lequero fighting each other. DNG does the one thing I don't enjoy, try and hang it around the outside on this track. I don't enjoy it because you always end up in the wall. That's cost him 1.5 seconds. Sam 9th, JWO 10th, Junelli, Matt Don't Care up to 12th. We've had Sam pit and D-Man pitting. So Matt's already in the safe places, non-relegation. He was 29 seconds behind when he came out the pit, so that 3-second penalties cost him about 5 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds, which didn't help his race. Gap at the front down to 1.9. Cads is fuel saving, I'm guessing, because he's on fumes, doing their 10th lap. So petrol wise, everyone's going to have to go in here. Steel Sam's right on Uncle Babby. He's probably got 1 or 2 litres extra. And here we see the leaders Cad in, S&P's in. The trickiest pit lanes in the game, especially in the dark, if you haven't practiced. And you see, does anyone have an error? Lequero goes through, Mr. DNG goes through. True's going into pit lane. Oh, sorry, the other 2 did go into pit lane, my bad. Junelli, see the top 9 should all go in. Top 11. Let's see at the front who's going to come out first. Is Cads or S&P. Cads had a 1.8 second lead. They've fueled the same. S&P 1.6 behind, so they've stayed the same. Uncle Babby had to put a little bit more, so he's now 5 seconds back off S&P. Still got Steel Sam just over a second behind him. Rusty saved some fuel there, he's right on Steel Sam. Matt Don't Care now up to 6th place, only 10 seconds off the lead after his troubles. He is unfortunately going to have to be a little bit more careful on his fuel and tyres, but currently 6th. Let's see if he can get back into a top 3 battle. Is only 3 seconds back. 1.5 first to second. Right on board with S&P a little bit here. So he's staying out wide, down to second, hug the curb, get on the gas as early as possible. Gap comes down, a couple tenths. Cads versus S&P on this one, it looks like. Look at that lovely clear Australian night sky. Couple tenths closer. Uncle Babby's dropped off a tiny bit more from S&P. He's probably matching CAD's pace. It's just a tenth or two quicker by S&P so far, having to push. Astronomers, tell us which constellations are where here. You can see a bit of Milky Way. See if we can make you guys get a bit caustic there. Darkness has fallen. Black coming through up to the cuttings. Shout out again while we're watching the battle for the lead, stabilized a bit. TGN Racing Simulators, Track Art, Right Recruitment, and Runner Utilities. Go find them on Facebook, Instagram, like their pages. For the TGN draw, you do need to follow one of TGN's pages. So you don't want to win a 10,000, 8,000 rand rig and then not get it because you're not following their social media. For the battles, the battle for third's quite intense still. We've got Rusty now in 4th, he's ahead of Steel Sam, right behind Uncle Barry. Matt don't care, 2.8 seconds back, but it looks like he's got a half-second penalty he's going to have to serve, possibly just caught a bit of a cut on the downhill section. Not sure what he's doing on the grass. Bit of farming there. Don't care, he'll do some farming, grass cutting while he's at it. Sarah Sam still in 7th. There's also early pitter, so his progress is going to be more defensive towards the end of this race. It will look like his tyres a bit worse off than Lequera, but Lequera is fighting Mr. DNG, who's currently up to 9th now. JP Laser, as we can see, having a huge battle with Junali, who's now on softs. He's going to go for the move up the inside, does he? Just keeps his place. True, Junali and JP Laser all going side by side for this corner. Some Sam on Sam action, Junali just backs out of it. Go back to the 3rd place battle. Oh, was it? No, just Cad's taking those cuttings there. Yeah, Sean needs a wheel, guys. We need to organise. S&P's now dropped back to 2.2. Cad's has settled in and got some focus. Pulled out half a second. Rusty's past Uncle Babby. Now, Uncle Babby seemed to be struggling at 2:04.7 last time around. Someone just went off, and it is Uncle Babby. Ran deep through that last corner, drops down to 5th, and he has damage. There's 7 laps to go. He might have to pit. Might maybe just stay out and see what happens. So we're in a new order now. Rusty leading the third place battle. Still Sam just behind him. Uncle Babby's still in fifth. He's lost second to Matt Dunke, but now he's got the damage. It's a bit dark. Normally you can see a kangaroo in that field. Alien's abducting it, but I don't think we'll see it at night time, strangely enough. We'll just see Uncle Babby under the bridge is doing 188, about 194 for Matt Dunke, so just in that little section 5k's an hour slow. Probably not the best place to look and compare it, so we'll maybe watch Uncle Babby down this main straight. There's Uncle Babby. We're going to, as he goes under the timing line, it's 2:13, 2:15. Matt Dunke is over 2:20 and currently on the best first sector. Gap at the front still the same as this battle for third we're watching at the moment. Rusty versus Steel 08 Sam. So never say it with the 08, I'm not sure if that's important. Possibly is, that's why I put it in his PSN. Sam, guys, tell us what Steel 08, if there's a meaning to that, if you know. Man of Steel, currently a quarter of a second up on the best lap. He's getting a nice tow by Rusty around this current lap. He's 6/10 behind down the straight, probably just not enough to catch up. Uncle Babby is only a second ahead of Matt Dunke now. Still running with that damage. You can see 230, 232. It's not too bad, it was quite a light touch, but it's definitely costing him 4 or 5k's an hour at least. Lights of the car behind, Mr. DNG right behind Sam. You can see those fresher tyres definitely helping. Leclerc is right behind him. We've got little pods of battles all over the track. Currently in the relegation zone is D-Man, JP Laser and JOO. There's a bit of a gap to 11, so those probably are the three that are going down unless something happens. But we can always see maybe a nice little recovery from them. Cads is pulled away, gap first to second's the same. 2029, 2027 the last two laps from S&P. 2023 last time around for Cads, fastest lap of the race. So great job from him. That's the pace I saw him doing earlier. Rusty still holding off Steel Sam. Uncle Babby less than a second ahead of Matt Dunke now. Matt's got more worn tyres but no damage, so they're going to have a nice little battle there for fifth. They're all doing a great job so far. Seen one or two small little wall touches, but the pace they're running, you've got to expect that. DMG still having a good battle with Serious Sam. So 4 laps or so to go. 4 and a little bit. True's got a 1.5 second penalty. It's going to let Junelli through. That might bring the Jace, was 6.7 back, but that might give him some hope on catching up later to stay in the top pool. 6.7 is down to 3. So now there's that little carrot for Jay to chase. Back to the front, gap's still there. Gtsa's in the zone, showing why he's leading the points. S&P doing a great job. It's the only one that's managed to stay with Gtsa this whole race. 3.8 seconds after 16 laps is not bad at all. It's only 3/10 slow on his best lap. It's just those little 2-3 a lap add up. Battle for third still rages. Steel Sam's got ahead of Rusty. Not sure if Rusty made a mistake there. He lost 7/10 last lap round, but it looks like he's still right on Steel Sam, so we expect these guys to keep battling till the end. And Steel Sam makes a big mistake going down the hill, gets a little bit of front bumper damage, shouldn't slow him down too much. It's just the front, it's not the corners. That gives... Okay, while I wasn't looking, S&P's dropped from 2nd to 7th, so he's got damage all around. That's, I must have put the curse on him, staying with Cads there. Unfortunately, he's going to battle to defend with that much damage. You can see he's only doing 224. That's at DMG Sam, they're doing 250. S&P 3 Pro, does he pit? He doesn't pit, but he's not at the pits yet. You can see he's wounded, and that's absolutely destroyed his race. Rusty moves up to 2nd, Steel Sam 3rd. There's a large amount of cars coming in. There's still 3 laps to go. We'll have to see. He's only 7 seconds ahead of 00, so 2:28 last time around, so he lost 25 seconds. Yeah, Callan, I agree. The big nighttime kangaroos, big hazard in Australia. Jay isn't catching True, but he is only 8 seconds behind S&P. Is it 8? No, 7 now. So he might just hold on. We'll have to see. Cads is now 14 seconds in the lead. He can afford to take it easy, but when you have a gap like this, suddenly that's when you make the mistake. Rusty's 2.2 out of Steel Sam. Steel Sam running with that little bit of front damage. Matt Don't Care is now up to 4th. Looks like DNG with his damage has dropped back to 7th. Cirrus Sam 5th. Matt and Sam were the 2 early stoppers. I think Matt probably a lap or 2 before Sam though. About 3 laps before Sam, so you can see his tyres are quite a bit more worn. Going to have a battle there for 4th place shortly. Uncle Babby, who's been in the wars, he lost 5 seconds on the last lap, and he's got a 1 second penalty on this one. Who's you? Oh look, a Penny Bang. Yeah, it catches you. S&P was so safe, 8 seconds ahead of 3rd. Probably something silly like what I did, and you're thinking about something totally different after 17 laps, and then randomly out the blue you go and clip a wall or curb too hard and spin around. There's a nice little battle here. Lequera, Ginelli, they're both catching Uncle Babby, who's got that damage front and back. Cirrus Sam's now within a second of Matt Don't Care. Matt's only 4 seconds behind Steel 8 Sam. 2 laps to go. Let's see where it is. S&P, he is now only 2 seconds ahead of JWO, so I think it would have been a better option for him to pit 2 laps ago. Just losing 4 seconds a lap. I suppose it probably, yeah, with the time he had left, I don't think it would have made a difference. The damage just basically was unable to recover once he crashed. I think it was the old Benettons used to do that. They had speed, but they'd always blow up or end up in a wall somewhere. So S&P, change your livery. want to see you finishing on the podium where you belong. There we see it. Who's that? 11th place, Uncle Babby pulling out the way. He's got full damage. I don't know if you know that S&P also has it. If it stays, JOO is a second ahead of Uncle Babby now. S&P's a second ahead of J. So between Uncle Babby and S&P, I think, for who's going to join the relegation zone. Yeah. Sam JP Laser might pass both of them, and that would just leave D-Man, who's a little bit far back with 1 lap to go. We're just checking up front. Cads is cruising. His gap's down to 13 seconds, but he doesn't have to worry. We'll see he's probably 2:04 this time around. Yep, 2:04.1. I'm sure he could go a second a lap quicker if he wanted to. Mr. Consistent. You can see 2:03, 2:37, 2:28.9, sorry, 2:36, 2:04.1. Rusty second place. He's pulled a nice gap on Steel Sam there. Big shout out to Rusty. It's always good to see it when he's up front. I think it's one of the drivers that if he had a bit more time could be a permanent contender for the win. I think he won a Gtsa race before, but it'll be super quick one race and then disappear a bit the next. But he's more like JOO, rather than drive. When he gets those laps in, he's near the front. I think that it's so tight with this pool 1 crowd, even pool 2 and 3, that if you don't practice and you're losing at 2-3 tenths a lap, you're going to really be under pressure. We're just going to follow Cads a little bit. Okay, he's still got the back straight to go. Do we have any battles? Matt Don't Care's got Mr. DNG behind him. DNG's got damage, but I think Matt's running very light on fuel here at the moment. His early stop, yeah, he lets DNG through. Laquera is going to be on him shortly, and possibly Gianelli if he's running out. He's only got 4 seconds on them. It's already down to 3.5. So it's another big drama for our points. One of our top contenders. Sean, sneak peek for next week is it finally is a late reveal. So the race settings will be on Thursday, but I can reveal we're going to have a couple different car options for you guys to vote for, a couple different track options for you guys to vote for, and there'll be a few other things. So it's a driver's vote late reveal. So you'll get car, track, and maybe 1 or 2 other settings, and then I'll have a few tyre wear or fuel. So miss Cads there going over the line, take an easy dominant win. Even with his cruise at the end, he's still won by over 15 seconds. I think Rusty's taken it very cautious on this last lap with fuel maybe. Gaps up to 16 over the line. Steel Sam now in 3rd place. Good podium for Steel Sam there. Serious Sam all the way from the back to 4th. Mr. DNG is currently 5th. Laquera last week podium, this week he hangs on to 6, ahead of Matt Don't Care, Gianelli, True, JOO 10th, Uncle Babby is in 11th, Sam JP Laser pips him, so that doesn't help. Sam JP is still 2nd off Uncle Babby, so Sam JP Laser, S&P, D-Man and SNS Steve who didn't race will be dropping into pool 2 for next week. Sorry, pool 2 guys. There's enough fast guys there to give them trouble, but yeah, you guys are going to have to deal with that. So, and there's our results. Cads taking it 2:02.3 fastest lap. I think he had pole position and the win, so wrapping it all up there. Rusty, great 2nd place. Steel Sam 3rd. Serious Sam 4th. Serious Sam not from the Sam team, he's from Pace. Just for anyone who doesn't know that. But Sam, name Sam, which is just there to confuse everyone. Mr. DNG, Laquera, Matt Don't Care was 2nd for a long time, then 3rd, then he didn't care and hit the wall, dropped all the way to the back and finishes 7th. Running out of fuel there towards the end, otherwise I think he might have still finished in 4th. Gianelli up to 8th. I think those mediums early on probably weren't the best result. Truesby in 9th, JOO 10th, Uncle Babby had a chaotic race and ended up 11th with that damage. JP Laser 12th, SMP3 Pro 13th after having a fantastic race with about 4 to go, binning it out of picture. D-Man brings it home in last place. Just for interest's sake, my pace would have had me 5th or 6th in this race. It's my favorite track. Okay, anyway, thanks to everyone for joining us. We appreciate you. Have a great week and watch Discord for some track car combo votes. Thanks, guys.